Before I do the next introduction, okay, I want to let everybody know we do have some artists. We got merchandise and everything back in the back of the corner if anybody's interested. T-shirts, CDs, also some shirts and bracelets for the show as well if you'd like to support us. Really, really cool T-shirts. I thought of the idea myself. So, anyways, the next artist coming to the stage really doesn't need, in poetry world, doesn't need any introduction at all. She is talented. She is gifted. She is beautiful. Please join me in welcoming the one and the only Miss Kavon.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. Can somebody help me with the mic? Having some difficulties. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all still there, right? All right, so I'm going to perform two pieces tonight. The first piece I wrote when I hit rock bottom. I mean, some people drink, some people smoke when they hit rock bottom, but I write when I hit rock bottom. And it just turned out to be a piece that I love and I adore and that actually inspires many. So without further ado, this first piece is titled Harlem, Mission to Motivate. I was born and raised in Harlem, a place where crack buildings were transformed into million-dollar condos. Harlem, where my siblings and I played manhunt in alleyways and backyards which consisted of demolished infrastructure. Therefore, going to the playground meant being honored. Playgrounds where crack valves could easily be mistaken for candy. And where young children witnessed drug dealers kill their enemies and sometimes even their own families. My passion burned to escape. Ironically, not from Harlem, but from my home, a destination for which many would consider a safe place. A home where I was mentally and emotionally raped, a place where real love didn't exist, instead it breeded hate. I swear I could not wait to escape. So after being beat like a man on more than one occasion by my stepfather, I purposely overdosed on pain pills with hopes that I would drift away and awake at God's pearly gates. But as fate would have it, I could not escape. And at age 12, I had to wait. And even though I prayed to the Lord, my soul he refused to take. So I endured the pain, but then I questioned God, how could you make such a horrible mistake? I reluctantly lived and used nearly 2 decades of abuse as motivation. Fuel to obtain an education, and although there were roadblocks, I excelled beyond all expectations. Scholarships to college, paid internships, rewarding career opportunities, a master's degree, and a prestigious fellowship. Yes, perpetual graduation. I was on a road, people admired me and took pride in me, and some even grew envious of me. They thought I was blessed and highly favored. They thought I was lucky. I was on this upward spiral of success. I was on this odyssey, then boom. Another tragedy. Unemployment hit me. I thought I was done with facing such harsh adversity, given all the pain and abuse I endured from age 3 until age 18. But obviously the Lord is not done with me. And in retrospect, I see that my childhood prepared me to defeat future catastrophes. And I realized that recent tragedies will ultimately enable me to fulfill my destiny. And I now know that what they took from me was no longer meant for me. And that these temporary setbacks do not fully define me. So I moved forward initially with shaky faith and little hope. But I am confident that although difficult, I will learn how to cope. This does not have the power to make me sit around and mope. I will choose to use these obstacles as an opportunity to grow. And although it has been confirmed that the results of bigotry is not a joke, I refuse to be enslaved by an unjust system that condoned my ancestors' death by rope. I want to introduce this next piece. I know there was another artist who came up here and spoke a little bit about the whole Trayvon Martin case, but I want to hit on that again because that's something that really, really is important for us to kind of keep in the public's eye. It's somehow fallen out of the public's eye, and it's a shame. So hopefully this piece will motivate you to kind of get up and do something about what's happened. And this piece is titled, I Am Trayvon Martin. As I walked home, while talking to Sydney on the phone, I noticed I was being watched. He sat in his car on his own phone, staring at me with a look of disgust. I looked closer, and I saw his face, non-white. I'm safe. I've survived 17 years without catching a case. Wish I didn't have to be stereotyped and profiled because of my race. Just when I thought the coast was clear, when I thought I was safe, he suddenly jumped out of his car and I was being chased. I told Sydney, her voice quivered over my head, said run. I said no, I'll just put on my hoodie and pick up my pace. Run for what? I'm not disturbing the peace, just want to get home out of this rain, crack open these Skittles, and enjoy my Arizona iced tea. What's wrong with this man? He's still following me. As I looked back, I realized that he was quickly approaching me, so I listened to Sydney and I ran because this man appeared crazy. I couldn't lose him though, he was determined. I couldn't run fast enough, he just cornered me. I felt my heart beating rapidly. It felt like my heart had jumped out of my chest and onto my arm, like I was wearing my heart on my sleeve. But I managed to ask calmly, why are you following me? He replied aggressively, what are you doing in my community? He wasn't looking for an answer. His eyes were filled with malice and rage. He was angry. Before I could say anything else with force, he pushed me. My 140-pound, 17-year-old body defied reluctancy. I fell to the ground. My headset fell off. I couldn't even say goodbye to Sydney. I knew this 250-pound man could beat me, so I lay on the ground defenselessly as he pulled out his gun. And I yelled, help, help, somebody help me, please. My life flashed before my eyes. He was just hunted me down like I was his prey. Now it was time for him to kill me. I screamed help a couple of more times, but no one came to rescue me. Then boom! Suddenly, I'm standing outside of my own body. I see cars, people I didn't know, and a bunch of police. There, that's the man who shot me. Arrest him, please. What? No, why are you letting him go? He's the reason why I'm lying there deceased. Please allow my soul to rest in peace. Don't let that man walk away freely. I whispered away from my agony, no longer standing outside of my body. I feel like I'm in a dream as the words. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I shall die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. A whisper in my ears. Then I see a light. I'm in a space so peaceful, calm, and serene, but I can't find mommy and daddy. I can't find Sydney or the rest of my friends and family. Then I hear a large crowd rallying. They're screaming, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. These people are chanting on behalf of me. I smile and I'm thankful. peace. Because at that point, my purpose was revealed to me. God used me as a vessel to combat racial profiling. Thank you. Please, I am set up at the table in back if you guys are interested in just learning a little bit more about what I do, my company, United Speech Nation, and also purchasing my CD or t-shirts. Please feel free to visit me. Thank you again for being here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more act left for you. We're going to close the